So this is the consensus of a lot of the headlines which are getting circulated recently. Now, as you can see from all of the screenshots, a lot of the buzz around MBA today is revolving around it reaching its saturation point or not having that importance any longer in the corporate world, as you can see from all of the headlines we just flash across your screen.
Yeah. So in this video, we will try and analyze all the points that have been put forth by these reports and burst the myth that MBA today has become saturated or it is not worth the effort anymore. So let's start with the video. Hello everyone, I am Muskan Agarwal.
I am Shubhadeep. Hi, guys.
So we are MBA graduates and we are here to discuss all about our MBA journey. So if you have seen this video for the first time, so please like, share and subscribe.
And for the rest of you, we are back with another video. And as we just discussed, so this is, as you can see from the title down there as well. So we are going to analyze all of the points and try and bust the myth that MBA has not become saturated today, and it is still worth all of the efforts. Now, coming to the first point, we'll be discussing about the CAT applications and the as against the number of seats over the past 5 years. Now, as you can see from the graphic here, from so we have taken two base years, 2019 and 2024. So in 2019, as you can see from 2019 to 24, the number of applicants for the CAT exam specifically was has gone up from 2.4 lakhs to 3.3 lakhs, which is around 37 to 38% increase. No, during the same time, if we see the number of change in the number of seats in all of the Indian Institute of Managements across the country, the seat number of seats have gone up from 4,300 to 7,500, which is around 76% increase. So what we mean to say is the first point that comes across all of these headlines, articles, and all of the people around you might be that the number of seats are extremely limited as opposed to the number of applications that are going up so much by so much year on year. Now we can clearly see that the difference in the growth of the two, the two pointers is almost two times of each other. So we just mean to say that the number of seats should not be a constraint, and why you have put up, and you can put in the argument that so we have only put in the IM seats, so the IM seats have increased, indeed increased. But if we consider the other MBA exams and all of those, but I think our major main point is that you should be targeting all of the best tier one colleges, and that is why I've taken these two benchmarks which are on the equal path since CAT exams specifically for the IIMs only. So we have taken this graphic and present it to you.
And guys, believe me, MBA opens the door to a lot of opportunities. There are plethora of opportunities that any top B school can provide and that are unmatched. And given that MBA is generally the final frontier in anyone's academic life, we believe that you should give your best shot. For us personally, we had a bit of an underwhelming experience during our undergraduate journey. So we wanted to make the best to our MBA life. Yeah. So let's move on to our next point.
So the next point is, so the obvious question will then arise. So okay, so we have agreed that you have the number of seats at the IIMs is enough, for most of the MBA candidates to get in. So they'll have you have an equal chance, and if not, a better chance than 5 years back. The second question arises is, so what happens post MBA? So
Yeah.
once you have cleared your MBA, and so will these IIMs or will these prestigious institutions be able to cater to the placement requirements of all of the students out there? The answer is yes, they can, because you can see from the graphics here.
Yeah. So as you can see from the graphics here, the employability of any MBA graduate over the past 10 years has grown by approximately 30 percentage points. So this is huge, guys. 30 percentage point is huge. While out of this, 7 out of 10 graduates are likely to get employed. As you can see from the graphics as well, the employability of any engineering graduate have only increased by 14 percentage points and have fallen behind the employability of MBA graduates. Even the likes of other master's degree, for example, the MCA, has also fallen short of MBA. So this is not to demean any engineering student, and this is not what we and Shubhadeep are saying. It's a published report, and it is not to demean any engineering course.
Yeah, and so specifically, this is my point of view. So, being an engineer myself, I can vouch for this fact that it's not to demean any degree, specifically not specifically engineering. But what we just mean to say out here, you can see from the graphics that Muskan just shared on the screen. In 2014, the number of the employability of engineering graduates was more than as compared to an MBA graduate. But fast forward to 2024, 10 years later, the employability of engineering graduates have actually fallen behind. Or we can say specifically ki the employability of MBA graduates have crossed the threshold and gone up above the employability of an engineering graduate. So this does imply that there's a lot of room for MBA applicants, a lot of room for MBA jobs, employability, and all of those factors, and that should not be a constraint in your in your willingness to pursue an MBA, to go out there, go out there and uh, apply for a management job, and go out there in the corporate world. So the next point, I think,
Yeah. So
Muskan.
coming on to the next point, that is the startup culture. So guys, as you know, that we have seen in front of us that the startups have actually boomed. Comparing to the startups in 2014 to 2024, the number of startups have eventually increased. India, particularly, for example, sees a jump of around 400 startups in 2014 to 1 lakh startups in 2024. Many quick commerce platforms, for example, Zepto, Swiggy, Instamart, that has become the daily need of me and you, have increased, and it is a startup culture. So startups actually provide a lot of employability as well, not just to undergraduates, but for a senior management position, they require an MBA. So in our IM journey as well, we startups actually came to our campuses for recruitment process, and we can very well see that if the startups are booming, the employability percentage have also increased. So the number of MBAs getting into startups will increase.
Right. And to expand the point further, even so, I even did an internship in a startup during my MBA stint, and that startup was actually founded by one of alums of IIM Shillong as well.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of opportunities out there, and the employability will keep on increasing because the environment, the startup culture, as Muskan said, the corporate culture has shifted a lot over the past 10 years, and is going to benefit students like you, MBA graduates like you, in the long run. Now coming to the second point, next point. So we talked about, we are discussing about India and its current situation in terms of the MBA. But what about the global scenario? So a lot of you guys will prefer going abroad for your MBA studies, will appear for GMAT and other entrance examinations for going abroad. Now you can find all of this positive outlook outside as well. So, a study by GMAT states that 87% of business school alumni have experienced a positive return on investment on their graduate business school degree. And according to a survey of around 3,500 grads conducted by this body, the study also found that 94% of the alumni read the value of the graduate business education to be good, excellent, or outstanding. So that is almost 9.5 out of 10. So
Yeah,
that's a lot. That speaks a lot.
further adding to your point, Shubhati, over this lifetime as well, an MBA graduate, according to this report, is expected to earn around $3 million more than someone with just a bachelor's degree.
Right.
70% of employers even agree that within their organization, those people with a graduate business or school education tend to earn more than just with a undergraduate degree. So, and employers certainly take notice of an applicant with an MBA degree. So, I mean that there is no reason that we can think of that you
Right.
should not do an MBA. And the report that we were saying, because the employability has increased, the percentage of you getting higher salaries has also increased. So, I could not understand any reason that the reports were
Right.
stating. You can
And
add further point to it, Shubhadeep.
yeah, so shifting a bit from all of those facts and numbers uh, to other reasons why you should be pursuing an MBA, and an MBA and MBA degree will always hold a high value in terms of getting into corporate world, or for the next point, as I'm going to discuss the entrepreneurship opportunity that MBA will be able to provide, right?
Yeah.
So if you are going to make a career pivot, an MBA may help you face that challenge with open eyes. So by career pivot, we can mean shifting from a maybe a low paying job to a high paying job, maybe switching
Yeah.
sector. So if you are in the service sector like myself in IT services sector, and then you want to shift to marketing or finance or any other different kind of industry, MBA will provide you with a huge opportunity to doing that. Right. And next, entrepreneurship opportunity. So a lot of the MBA colleges have their own, clubs and areas where you can showcase your ideas to a number of panelists out there, specialists or professors actually who have had, entrepreneurship journeys of their own, who had done something on their own previously. They are handling businesses maybe outside their, professional journey. So you will have a lot of opportunities, and some students even come to business school and go typically, and after passing out, they launch their own startups or join early stage firms. The startups, for example, as Muskan was discussing
Yeah.
about in the previous point as well, the startup culture has boomed so much, right? Now, another point is something to note about is MBA is something that after pursuing it, once you go out in the corporate world, you will have a lot of opportunities in different sectors and industries. So it's a degree which is not limited to a particular sector. Like for example, if you pursue an MSc degree or any other degree, that generally restricts you to a particular sector, right? But MBA, with an MBA degree will be able to bifurcate, you will be able to traverse different sectors and industries within 1 or 2 years of working in a particular job, then switching and readily building on your experience, going up the corporate ladder, all of those stuff. Again, this is not to demean any other degree, but we have a lot of people who had done their masters in different domains. For example, an MSc maybe, or maybe a law degree. But then after that, they came to Shillong or the other MBA colleges to pursue an MBA degree. So that really underlines the importance of the degree even today.
Yeah. So moving on to the next point, MBA can be a very good tool for networking. So it's a buzzword, guys. Networking, networking. We have heard this for a lot of times, but I will uh, tell in this video that how MBA can provide a good networking. So as a part of enrolling in a good B school, you become a part of the community who are not just future ready leaders, but also well connected alums. So in an MBA program, you meet a number of people and you work with them on projects or if you have some certain common hobby. So that is basically the idea of a networking. Obviously, you make friends, obviously, you spend time, you go to parties and everything, but you also maintain a kind of professional friendship. So that not just help you in getting a good job, but also if you want to make a career pivot after doing a certain job, that network will actually help you a lot. So I guess we have covered most of all the points, and just let us know what are your opinions on it. We don't think that we have specified all the points. We think that MBA can provide you numerous opportunities, and you
Muskan, I
should
think,
be.
yeah, and then Muskan, I think it helps your personal development as well.
Yeah,
For example, a lot of the people around us, even myself, I think, being an introvert, so that
yeah,
has an MBA degree, living on the campus life,
yeah.
living the campus life, meeting with so many different people all around
Coming
you.
from different cultural backgrounds, you get to know
Exactly.
about them, and
Exactly. And once you go out and interact with people, you get to understand what the world is like, how
yeah,
people are like, and you become more willing to interact with people. You become more willing automatically to
yeah,
network. No, you build that willingness within yourself. So
yeah.
it's good to interact with a lot of people, try to understand the perspectives, how the world works, how
Yeah.
their sector works, their domain works, and all of those
So both
factors, I think.
personally and professionally, MBA helps you a lot.
Exactly.
So I think just let us know what your thoughts are about this video, and we will be love to know that what are the points that you think that we should cover in our coming videos. Let us know in the comment section below.
Do like, share, and subscribe, please, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it coming up with such posts and YouTube videos. And so till the
Very
time,
soon.
very soon, yeah. So till then, bye guys, and
Bye.
yeah.